I'm currently on the Franklin County Municipal Court. Incidentally, I did serve on the Common Pleas Court for 2 years just previously, but now currently I am on the Municipal Court. And we do civil cases with a generally a lower dollar amount than what the Common Pleas Court sees. And on the criminal side, we do misdemeanor cases and traffic offenses. So that's what we do. I'm in the general division on the municipal court.
I am in the municipal court as well. I am in the environmental division. So municipal court has 15 judges. There are 14 in the general division. And then I am a single judge making up the environmental division. And essentially, my role in the municipal court is to hear all of Franklin County's nuisance property cases. So essentially, where there is a property within Franklin County that is not in compliance with building, housing, zoning, safety, or health codes, those cases are filed in environmental court. So in addition, if you have a property that perhaps is connected to or involved with illegal activity, maybe it's illegal alcohol sales, it might be drug sales, it could be human trafficking. Those cases in which a formal complaint is filed against those properties, it is heard in environmental court. And then finally, by agreement of the Franklin County judges, the environmental division also handles all of Franklin County's animal abuse and neglect cases. The bench is an initiative started by both Judge Russo and myself. We realized that there were so many restrictions and constraints around judges in terms of the things that we can publicly discuss or opine on. There are subjects that would not be appropriate for judges to give their opinion on publicly. And so in somewhat of a little bit of frustration with that, we wanted to make sure that the public understood and knew that we wanted to be engaged and we wanted to be active listeners within our community. So we started the Beyond the Bench initiative so that we can be engaged in listening and active listeners rather in our community. That's sort of how Beyond the Bench came about.
I understood the gravity of my position and the role pretty quickly. I soon learned that I would be having to make very important life-altering decisions on behalf of many different people. And I thought there would be no better way to get to know those people who come before me than to get out into the community and to start engaging and to go from every corner of Franklin County and meet as many people as I possibly could and engage in as many different conversations as I could and really get out there. Not just look at the points on a map, but travel the county and actually engage with the people to get to know them, to get to know the challenges, the hardships, and the struggles that they face on a daily basis, and also the positives and the successes in their lives and the way that I could bring more of that positivity into their lives. And Beyond the Bench was just a furtherance of that goal that I had initially when I became a judge, and it's just a furtherance of that belief. And it's really handing the metaphorical microphone, taking it away from the judge and giving it to the people themselves. It's kind of flipping that traditional procedure that you usually see when you go to an event. Usually the judges are handed the microphone and told, please tell us all about you, your expectations, what you like to see in your courtroom, the way you handle this process or that procedure, or what you can and cannot say. Well, this flips all of that and gives that microphone to the people that we are serving and saying, what do you expect from your public officials? What do you expect from your judges? What do you want us to know that you couldn't say in an open court situation, or you would be uncomfortable telling during a court procedure or hearing? This takes us down off the bench and allows us to engage and a freedom of conversation that you wouldn't normally have in a traditional court setting, so that we can really get to know the people that we serve and that we can do it from a much better place. One of the biggest critical factors and qualities that you must have as a judge is to come from a place of compassion and empathy. And this really enhances our ability to do that, to understand the people and the community that we serve, and to make better decisions from the bench.
I believe that it helps me really from the bench, because I think that, certainly justice and mercy, they are separate concepts, but you can't have one without the other. I think that certainly compassion begins with listening. I don't know how you can understand the plight of your community if you are not listening. And so that is how sort of Beyond the Bench helps me. It helps us to sort of understand the plight of the community that we're serving, not only the defendant standing before us, but then certainly also the community that it impacts.
Ecstatic that it has received the positive response that it has, and that it's spreading, and that more judges and judicial candidates are getting involved in that. I hope it doesn't end there. I hope that more elected officials from whatever branch of government they are, if you are tasked with the responsibility of serving the people, then you should absolutely know the people that you serve.
I am so thankful for StreamYard.
I love StreamYard.
I'm thankful for StreamYard.
I love StreamYard.
I am super thankful for StreamYard.